Interview is going to be on the spot, spontaneous. You'll not be given chance to. So we are going to do's and don'ts, how to write SOP. One thing that you'd like to highlight, one particular point you want. So Atul sir ने बताया था ना क्या चीज है ये? So what you can do is you can start by creating bullet points about yourself. Okay, you will not be able to initially write. This question was valid कि गंदा क्या स्कोर होता है बीकॉम ऑनर्स में हार्डली. सो अभी बहुत सिंपल लगा होगा कि क्या ऐसा भी एसओपी हो सकता है, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट एन एसओपी, दिस इज जस्ट अ. सो नाउ गाइज, एसओपी, स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पर्पस. So like from all the sessions that you have seen up till now, you must understand the relevance of SOP, right? Now what I used to feel is SOP यार इतना ज़्यादा important नहीं होता, because एक बार इंटरव्यू रूम में घुसने के बाद जो आप वहाँ उनके सामने डांस करने वाले हो, that is going to be the most important thing that will matter, because आपकी actual performance क्या है, that is going to matter. It's not the script that you have prepared for yourself, because lot of times we are not able to follow that script. ओके तो जो हमने लिखा है हम शायद फॉलो कर पाए, शायद फॉलो ना कर पाए, हमें मौका ना मिले. इंटरव्यूअर जो हमारा इंटरव्यू ले रहा है, दैट पर्सन माइट नॉट गिव अस चांस टू स्पीक एवरीथिंग और जस्टिफाई एवरीथिंग दैट वी हैव रिटन इन स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पर्पस. बट स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पर्पस कैन बी अ थिंग दैट कैन मेक और ब्रेक योर इंटरव्यू. Possibly it can. It has happened in a lot of instances that entire interview has gone on SOP. So they will have the SOP, like Atul sir ne mentioned kiya. Lot of instances they will have the SOP in front of them, whatever you have written, and the entire interview is on SOP, right? So we cannot obviously take chances. Also, SOP is important from one point that when they are asking you to write SOP, so do you have to write SOP on the spot? Do you? No. SOP is one chance that is given to you in which you can take time. You can take 1 day, you can take 1 week. You have more than a month right now left with you, and you know that you will have to write the SOPs. Okay? So it is the most thought after thing that you will present in front of them. Interview is going to be on the spot, spontaneous. You'll not be given chance to think a lot on some of the questions that they'll be asking you. So they may ask you questions on your like why you want to do MBA, and they can ask you questions on current affairs. Current affairs can be some things like catch you off the guard, right? So you'll not be given chance to prepare for all those things, but SOP is only one thing that you can write after giving a lot of time, and you can present yourself in the best possible way, right? So we are going to talk about SOP, some do's and don'ts, how to write SOP. I'll not be preparing an SOP for you, definitely, and you should not be doing it, like you should not be telling any other person or the internet to write SOP for you. So that is one thing that has to be original, right? So let's begin the process of what all things will be there, what all things will be very important as far as an SOP is concerned. All right? Okay. Now I'll give you 5 minutes. Obviously, you don't have to write anything. I have an SOP for you, which was written by one of my students who did his MBA from IIM Lucknow. He's in the industry since last 12 or 13 years, okay? And I still have this SOP with me, all right? So we'll just have to read. Okay, this is one example of SOP that one of my students has written. Did his MBA from IIM Lucknow. All right. Is it visible to all of you? I knew that. Last wale ko visible nahi hai na? So I'll break it in 2 parts. Okay, so I'll give you not more than 3 minutes. So this is the first half of the SOP. I've divided it in 2 parts. Quickly read it through. I've made some changes. I have removed the names of the college. I've removed the percentile. Okay, I've used variables X, Y, Z, A, B, C. All right, second half. All right, I hope you all are done. Read the SOP. Okay. Now you'll have to rate this SOP on the scale of 1 to 10 in your mind. 1 being the least and 10 being the most. Quickly do that in your mind. All right. So how many of you are rating it above 7? Just raise your hand. Wonderful, lovely. All right. How many of you are rating it 5 to 6? Like above 5, below 7? All right. Anyone below 5? All right. 3 of these gentlemen. Great. Now this SOP was written by one of my students who did his MBA from IIM Lucknow. And this SOP he submitted for FMS and he was completely, totally rejected on the basis of this SOP. All right. Fine. Surprised. Like a lot of us rated it above 7. Okay. So let's now have a look at what all things should not be a part of SOP. First of all, what common mistakes we can do while we are writing SOP. All right. So a few things, mistakes. So first of all, some mistakes about this SOP that I could find. One was introduction. So introduction was very generic, right? He did not introduce himself, right? He started with a quote from a famous whatever, whosoever it is. He started from that. And this one thing that he started with is not generally suggested. Okay? So the introduction part, the first paragraph is very important. That sets the tone of an SOP, right? I don't want to read it further. It is decided by the first paragraph that you are writing. Okay? So you will have to set the tone, you'll have to set the basically the interest of the reader in the SOP, and you'll be given only one chance to do that. That is the introduction, the first paragraph. So I find that introduction was not up to the mark. Though he used a lot of flashy things, but there is no use. He has to introduce himself, not any other person, right? The second mistake I feel is praising the university too much. You would find it in the body of this SOP that वो अपने बारे में कुछ नहीं बता रहा है, university के बारे में बता रहा है. Like from where I have got a call, I am Ahmedabad. Fine, it's one of the best colleges of the country. It's among top 50 rated across the world. But they don't want to hear their like achievements. They want to know you. So you are missing your chance. You are wasting your time. You are basically wasting those lines if you are praising the university a lot. Okay? So there should be a level. There should be a level at which you should be doing it, but not up to this extent that you must have read in this SOP. Right? Now, next thing is not following the format, obviously. So the format was, I would say, there was no format in this SOP that the person has written. So we'll be talking about format as well. For this SOP, yes, the word limit was exceeded up to a huge extent. The word limit was 300 words and this SOP is more than 500 words, right? So one very important thing again is the word limit. It should not be too short. If they are asking you to write it in 300 words, so it can be 280, 290. It can exceed up to 305, 310, but not more than that. All right, so word limit is again very important. We'll discuss on that. The next mistake I could find, confused about the specialization. So the person was talking about marketing, about finance, about operations, a lot of things, but he was not sure in which specialization he or she has to go. He has to go basically, right? So the person mentioned the background, his background over different things. If you'll read it further, I'll give you this one as an example that your SOP should not be like that. Okay, so you can have a look at that. And the specialization, he was confused ki kaun si specialization mein jana chahiye, right? Next important thing was, how many of you noticed this thing? Job description, right? Must have. I want to be product manager at Amazon, right? You should not be writing this thing. Okay? Do you know Amazon उस time पे FMS के campus में visit कर भी रहा है या फिर नहीं? Placements के लिए, right? So it can be probably your short-term goal, right? It can be your long-term goal, but you cannot specify being at a particular position, product manager at Amazon, all right? And then the person mentioned that as a long-term goal, CXO of any organization, right? You understand CXO, right? So CXO of any organization. So you should not be mentioning all these things that is basically taking you to a particular company, to a particular organization at a particular place. You should be open-minded. You should be open-ended, right? So these were the mistakes that I could find in this SOP. And the other common mistakes that we may do while writing an SOP, this is one of the biggest mistake that we do. अब तो artificial intelligence का ज़माना है, right? So we'll enter our features कि मेरे अंदर क्या क्या features हैं and वो एक product बना के दे देंगे. So do not do this thing. This is the biggest mistake that we do. All right? We don't know how to write SOP. Fine. You should write something. Use the raw language. Keep refining it. It is a huge process. It's a long process. And give yourself time while writing SOP. SOP cannot be written over a night. Okay? So you think that आज मैं SOP लिखना start करूँगा, कल तक मेरी SOP complete हो जाएगी. That is not the process of writing SOP. You are going to do like, I would say, you're going to write a crap out of it if you'll give only 24 hours to write an SOP. Another mistake, word limit, too long, too short, we have already discussed, right? Then last minute writing, again, I'm giving you an example. So 24 ghante is not sufficient. Give yourself 4 or 5 days, at least 4 or 5 days if you are in Jiffy. But if you can give more amount of time, it's good to give more amount of time to write an SOP. Okay? So I'll be giving you steps of writing SOP as well. Next mistake, writing incorrect information to create an impact. Right? So I want to create an impact. मैं गलत information लिख देता हूँ. Fine. There may be some people who may want to hide the gap year that they have. Okay? Now there is no harm in hiding that gap year, right? Hiding any gap. Let's say after graduation, I joined the job after 6 or 7 months. Fine, so what? Do you regret in doing that? No, you don't have to mention that I joined the job after 7 months. Just leave it like that. There is no need to mention. So I was talking to you, I was explaining it to you, like you joined the job in February after your graduation. So that was good 8 to 9 months after that. तो क्या हुआ यार, मेरी कंपनी की joining ही late थी. Okay, so I'm not saying that you are hiding those things from the panelist. You're just not telling them all these things. Fine, there is no harm in doing that. Okay, you have a gap year. There must be some reason for that. Fine, you have a gap year. They will ask you. You can justify it. You can always prepare for that. You have at least a month to prepare for each and everything. Right? Now, next important thing. This is what we do. We'll mention so many negative things about ourselves. A lot of negative things. So, what impression will it give to them? Yes. I'm writing my negative. So, what is, first of all, my reason of writing negative?
Well, if we write too many negatives about ourselves, the interviewer might just think we have low self-esteem.
Absolutely. But why the hell I'm writing so many negatives? Modesty, actually. So I want to be modest. I want to show them that, okay, I have these negatives, and that's why I'm writing these things. So please don't do that. Don't write too many negatives. We write our weaknesses. Okay, fine. 2 weaknesses, 3 weaknesses. But weaknesses cannot be a part of SOP. Understand this thing. Okay? So weaknesses can be a part of profile sheet that they will be giving to us, but it should not be a part of an SOP. Right? Okay, so these were the common mistakes that we generally do, and today we'll have to avoid doing all these mistakes, right? Now, some steps that we can take, we can keep in mind while writing a good SOP, an average SOP, above average SOP. So, first of all, this is a very important thing. Now, at the beginning of today's session, this thing came, right? Rahul sir. Okay, Komal mentioned that last year, Rahul sir gave all the students a task of writing an essay about themselves, and there was no word limit. Okay, so 800 words, 900 words, 1000 words, 2000 words, write anything and everything about yourself, right? So what you can do is you can start by creating bullet points about yourself. Okay, you will not be able to initially write a complete story around whatever you have done. Okay, so take 3 or 4 days and write whatever you have done up till now in bullets. Okay? So you have 10 bullets, you have 15 bullets, whatever number of bullets you have. Do not think if this particular achievement or activity or whatever I'm writing, is it important, is it relevant? Do not think over it. Just keep writing, just keep making the points. Relevance hai ya fir nahi hai, importance hai ya fir nahi hai, that will decide in the second step. Okay, so just write each and everything. So make a list of personal, academic, professional, activities or achievements. So why I have written activities or achievements? We may not have achievements. So everybody don't have achievements, right? So मैंने ज़रूरी नहीं है कि क्लास में फर्स्ट रैंक सिक्योर किया हो. It's not necessary that I would have participated in some extracurricular, co-curricular activities and I have always won an award. It's not necessary. Participation is also an important thing, right? So activities, achievements, whatever it is, make a list of that. This is the first and the foremost important step, okay? Now next is select the achievement, event, characteristic that you wish to highlight. Okay, so out of all the things that you have written, right, even if you have not written that, one thing that you would like to highlight, one particular point you want. So Atul sir ने बताया था ना, क्या चीज है ये? Hook. Okay, so this hook that you want to highlight in your SOP, fine. So select that particular thing, all right, and then make a proper placement. So match the list prepared in point number 1. बहुत बड़ी list है, okay? And the thing that you want to highlight, इन दोनों चीजों को match करो. So the thing that I want to highlight, I would say any achievement that you have, any activity that you have participated, that you have written in step number 1, and any of the personality traits that you have. Let's say that particular trait you want to highlight. So if that trait matches with the events in the first point, so select those events and use those events as a part of your SOP, right? So let's say you want to highlight that you want to work or you want to take a specialization in marketing or whatever specialization. I'm just taking an example of marketing. And in the first list, you have some activities or some achievements that will highlight all the things that are required to be there in a person who is selecting a specialization in marketing. So you can select those events. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. So from the big list that is there in the first point, anything that you want to highlight, match all those things and start writing around that, because the list is so big, you cannot include each and everything in the SOP. Okay, so this is the next thing that you should be doing. Next, follow a proper format. So as such कोई copy book format नहीं है, right? But we can be very simple. We can follow a very basic format of SOP writing that you will get from everywhere, and that I'll be helping you today with. Okay? So follow a particular format of writing an SOP and make sure that you are always in that word limit that is given to you. Okay? Next is this thing. Stick to the word limit. Maxima, minima, define yourself. Okay, so if you are asked to write it in 300 words, between 280 to 300, you can write anything. Okay, try not to exceed. Below that, 290 pe finish kar sakte ho, but try not to exceed the word limit of an SOP. Right? Now, quickly, let's have a look at what is the important format of SOP writing. Now, I forgot one thing, last but not the least. After you write an SOP, make sure that you are using the help of any other person to proofread that SOP, because the things that you have written by yourself, it may be it is highly possible that you'll not be able to find out the mistake in the same thing. होता था ना क्वांट के क्वेश्चन में गलत कर दिया, बार बार रीड कर रहे हैं, हम एरर फाइंड आउट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. But as soon as we'll take some external help, that person can help us with the error in that question. So this is the same thing. Grammatical errors, vocabulary, right? Whatever you have used, right? So that needs to be proofread before you'll use it further, before you'll submit it in the institution. Okay? Now the format of SOP. So first of all, introduction. Now what all things can be a part of introduction? You already know that you can start with your self-introduction, your name, your background, the city from which you come from, your family background, right? These are very common things that you may use as an introduction, right? Now, introduction may, one very important thing is describing your goal. So if you'll keep mentioning about your family background and about yourself, about your academic background, and they don't know your goal of getting into this college, right? Then an SOP is incomplete, okay? So in the first paragraph in the introduction, make sure that you are describing your goal, probably short term, long term, or both of them, okay? So it can be a short-term goal immediately after doing an MBA of 2 years. Where do you see yourself in the next 2 or 3 years, right? It can be a long-term, it can be an ultimate goal of your life. So you can very well mention that crisp and short. Do not start explaining things in SOP. Otherwise, it will eat up the word limit and you will not get a chance of explaining those things in the interview अगर सब कुछ ही SOP में लिख दोगे, right? So write things. SOP is basically a highlight of what you are. It's not the complete details, right? Okay. Next thing is objective of doing an MBA. Again, one line, why you want to do an MBA. We can describe it further, but why you are sitting here, what is your objective, what is your goal behind doing an MBA. So you can mention it, but in 1 or maximum 2 lines. Okay, introduction, total kitni lines ka hona chahiye? It can be maximum 4 to 5 lines. Okay, so you will have to decide yourself what will be the part of the introduction of your SOP. Okay, introduce yourself. Agar interview mein aata hai, then you can include all the academic background, family background, and so on so forth, but not a relevant thing to mention in an SOP. Okay, so SOP can be your goal and then the objective of doing an MBA. All right. So basically, like I said earlier, this is a chance of creating an impact. First paragraph जितना अच्छा होगा, जितना crisp होगा, जितनी ज़्यादा importance दोगे first paragraph को, they will now be reading the next few paragraphs, right? So it's basically like first impression that you'll have to set on the mind of the person who is reading your SOP. Okay. Now next thing, the body. Introduction is done. Now the body. Body can be of 2 or 3 paragraphs. Okay. Not more than that. Not in a single, not in a 1 paragraph thing. So it can be either 2 or 3 paragraphs. Now you can decide what the body will be. So these can be the different things. So while you write the body, make sure 2 or 3 paragraphs. You can use your academic background. Now academic background, not the complete detail once again. The only things that you want to highlight. Any achievement while you have done the graduation, if you have any post-graduation, if you have any professional courses, so you can make a part of it, the first paragraph of the body. Right? So academic achievements, academic background may come. Then if you have work experience, so professional experience can also be a part of the first paragraph with the academic background. तो academic background का 1 paragraph, professional का अलग paragraph ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. So academic background, then followed by professional background. If you have, right? So these 2 things can be the part of first paragraph. Then the next thing is achievements. Now achievements, if you have, now what all achievements should I be including? Yes, anyone? What type of achievements can we include?
National level.
National level, okay, fine. Obviously, ये तो include करना ही है.
Some social work related achievement.
Fine, any achievement like that. Okay, what we should not include? Easy हो जाएगा.
Anything that is prior to class 10.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. 8th स्टैंडर्ड में मैंने नेशनल्स खेला है. पॉसिबल है ना, मैं खेल सकता हूँ नेशनल्स 8th स्टैंडर्ड में, राइट? इट इज़ वेरी मच पॉसिबल. ओलंपिक्स गया हूँ मैं उस एज में, मतलब मैं नहीं, पॉसिबल है. सो ऐसा नहीं है कि 10th स्टैंडर्ड से पहले वाली चीज़ इंक्लूड नहीं करनी है या फिर 10th स्टैंडर्ड के बाद की चीज़ इंक्लूड करनी है. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द रेलिवेंस ऑफ दैट. ओके, राइट? सो अगर मैंने प्रोफेशनल एक्सपीरियंस में, प्रोफेशनली आई हैव पार्टिसिपेटेड समवेयर, let's say inter company कोई event हुई है, right? I have participated in that. I have done good in that. It is not zonal, it is not national. I can include that. Okay, it is recent and at a nice level. But if it is far away, like it's from my 8th standard or 9th standard, but I have represented myself at a good level, zonals, nationals, whatever. So I must mention all those things, right? So these are some things that you can mention, you cannot mention. छोटे लेवल पे है, 10th स्टैंडर्ड से पहले है, मेंशन करने की जरूरत नहीं है. एवरेज लेवल पे है, 10th स्टैंडर्ड के बाद है, 12th स्टैंडर्ड के बाद है, ग्रेजुएशन में है, यू कैन मेंशन दिस थिंग. ओके, नेक्स्ट थिंग इज स्ट्रेंथ्स. सो नाउ फ्रॉम अचीवमेंट्स द सेकेंड पैराग्राफ विल स्टार्ट. सो अचीवमेंट्स, देन स्ट्रेंथ्स. नाउ बोथ दीज थिंग्स शुड बी सपोर्टेड बाय one very small line where you can relate it to a practical thing, to any instance that has happened in your life, right? But it should be a one-liner, not the description of that. They will ask themselves to describe this. So these are just the hooks that you are providing them. Okay? Next, flow should be seamless, right? So like as if you are writing a script of a movie. So movie agar beech mein boring honi shuru ho jati hai interval ke aaspas, you leave that movie. So they will also leave you, right? So everything should be written in such a manner that you are at every step creating some impression in the minds of the person who is reading all this stuff. Okay? Now, next, the last part is the conclusion. Okay? The last paragraph, conclusion, should have only one paragraph, not more than that. Okay? Now, conclusion में क्या करेंगे? तो थोड़ा सा summarize करेंगे जो भी हमने ऊपर से लिखा हुआ है, right? So this can be the conclusion. Summarize whatever steps that we have written. And the most important thing, this is quote the most important point, plus if you have decided upon the specialization, you can include that. So if you want to pursue management in a particular specialization with a relevant reason for that, that can be a part of conclusion. And finally, you can end with, so ये तो करना भूल ही गए थे, right? So college, जहाँ से student ने start किया था, वहाँ पे हम end कर रहे हैं with a very small line, one line. Why this program and why this college? That's it. All right. So this is like, I would say, a brief about what should be the format in which you can write your SOP. Okay. Now this is a very basic format that you can follow. Now what comes inside this, that should be impactful. Okay. So अभी बहुत simple लगा होगा कि क्या ऐसा भी SOP हो सकता है? Because this is not an SOP. This is just a basic idea about how to write an SOP, right? Now you are going to create an impact. You are going to write yourself how you should be writing the SOP. You'll have to decide how much time you are going to give on it. You'll have to decide. All right. Now, a few things, important things, frequently asked questions, what I should be doing, what I should not be doing. So I thought कि ये भी part होना चाहिए. So one thing is, what if I have not decided on any specialization? क्या करें? Quick answer. Specialization clear नहीं है, क्या करना चाहिए?
So we will show curiosity and that we are ready to learn, and with our MBA we will decide what we want to do.
Right. So curiosity तो obviously है, even if I have decided upon a specialization. Okay? I'm curious every time for learning. But if I have not decided upon specialization, which happens with 90% of the students, you think that you are the only one? No, it happens with 90% of the students that they are not clear about the specialization, right? So there are general management courses as well. Maximum number of colleges offers general management courses, wherein in the first semester, in the first trimester, you'll have to study each and everything, and then when you have the complete knowledge, some knowledge about different subjects, you can go for a specialization. So there is no harm if you have not decided on specialization. Generally, BTechs, technical background के लोगों को नहीं पता होता कि हमें कौन सी specialization करनी है. There was one student who was thinking that mechanical and then doing an MBA. यहाँ पे ही है कोई एक student. It's irrelevant. No relation. I think it's you. Huh? Why? If you feel that there is no relation, then you will not be able to justify that in front of them. I say that there is a big correlation between mechanical engineer and doing an MBA in operations in IT. So there are lots of colleges whose eligibility criteria is you have to be a BE or BTech. IITs, they used to have NEET college, which is now IIM Mumbai. It has the criteria. Okay, so why you are afraid of doing, why you are afraid even before entering the interview hall that it will be a negative for you? No, it is a big positive, I would say that. Okay, next is, I have poor academics, should I mention it or not? क्या करें? Mention करें या फिर ना करें?
Sir, I have a question.
हाँ, please.
What can we define as core academics? Like numbers wise.
Exactly. So I can say that academics are poor. So if I'm consistent, so the question should be I'm inconsistent. Okay, I have 10 in 10th, I have 6 in 12th, and I have 8-pointer in graduation. So it's a variation in my academics. So now should I mention it or not? His question was valid कि गंदा क्या स्कोर होता है? BCom ऑनर्स में हार्डली 75% आता है एग्जामिनेशन में, right? Hardly 75%. Engineers will have 90 percentage. Okay, so bad hai nahi hai. If there is a huge variation in that, so should I mention it or not? You can mention it, no problem at all. Okay, you can also mention the reason why it happened, but ये सब SOP में लिखना है नहीं, SOP का part जरूरी नहीं है. So SOP में academics में you can mention your pointers. If you have poor grades, you think that you have poor grades, okay, so it may not be a part of your SOP. There is no compulsion that you will have to write all the academic details, the complete academic details in the SOP. All right? Okay. Next thing is, I don't have any achievements. What should I do? What should I write? So activities. That's why I cleared it out. Okay, so achievements nahi hai, fine. Ab achievements bana nahi sakte ho. You cannot go back to the past and change your past. Okay, so whatever activities you have participated in, you can mention all those things. All right, and finally, what all achievements I can mention in SOP? Again, I believe we have discussed. Agar kisi ko confusion hai, you can ask me. All right, fine. So these are important things that you need to take care while writing an SOP. If you want a healthy SOP, spend good amount of time on writing an SOP. Any questions you have? Anything? That's it? Okay, great. Thank you very much.